Good morning, students. In the last class, we learned weathering. So, the weathering, erosion, transportation, and deposition are the main responsible for different kinds of the landforms what we are looking on the surface of the earth. So, we discussed weathering. Weathering is a process by which disintegration of the rocks by the interaction of the wind and water are called the weathering. We know that when the rocks exposed to heat, the rock expand, and when the rock gets into cool, it contract. So every day this expand and contract process is going on every day. So every month, year after year, season after season. So by continuously following the rock expand and contract, the outer layer of the rock get into some cracks. So in that cracks, by the interaction of the weather, we know that in weather the moisture, water vapor will present. By the interaction of the either weather or entering the water droplets into that cracks. So the water reacts with the different kinds of the chemicals of in that track. Further, that rock will get into more weak. Then after the surface of the chips of the rock disintegrate from the parent rock. This is called the weathering. So today we are going to discuss erosion. So flowing water have more power, and also blowing wind have also extraordinary power, extraordinary strength. So these flowing water and blowing wind are in many forms. Like you see, water acts like in many forms like rain water, river water, stream water, glaciers, flowing groundwater, sea waves. Likewise, these are the different kinds of the water process in the process of the erosion. So next one is blowing wind. So wind acts as storms, gusts, steady winds, seasonal winds. Likewise. So the active wearing away the Earth's surface by these moving agents of the blowing of flowing water and blowing wind are called the erosion. So by the force of the flowing water, by the force of the blowing wind, so wearing away the Earth's surface. So in the form of the cutting the lands, cutting the mountains, so occurring different kinds of the valleys, so plateaus. So these are occurring by this process is called the erosion. So the third one is transportation. So this eroded material, so in the form of gravels, soil, fertile soil, pebbles, sand carried by wind and water called the transportation. So when the water flowing, so it carries different particles in that water. So this is called the process of transportation. So at the same time, when the wind blowing, it also carried some of the pieces of the rocks, and those rocks to be deposited at far of the places, like sometimes it may carry hundreds of the kilometers. So this is called the transportation. Thank you.